Everybody, and welcome back. So for those that don't know, I stupidly agreed to let everyone stay here and have a bit of a barbecue and a party for an event which is going on in my local village. I should pay more attention to what I'm saying in front of Billy. But that means it's not a bad thing. Got to rush around to try and get this terrace done. And do you know what? It's never a bad thing to have a deadline. So I've been dealing with fixing, painting the outdoor furniture, the bar, trying to get everything ready. Not sure if I'm going to manage it. And now actually, as beautiful as the sky looks back there, it's a bit grey over there and the weather forecast is not looking great. It's been quite difficult. And it's not just a terrace. I've got to try and deal with all of the inside to make that suitable for guests. And of course, it's the first time a couple of people that are staying here have ever even seen the place. So I try and need to at least cut the grass, because at the moment it's waist height with little trees growing everywhere because the mower's been broken. So I don't know what have I let myself in for? Anyway, let's get to it.
Are you going to help at all, or are you having a bit of a rest? Was it a late night? All right, you're just going to have a little rest here. Okay, I'll do all the hard work. You oversee, yeah?
It's been standing for many years now, and you can just see a few different places, some screws from underneath have come about, so let's get that sorted before paint. These were nailed in. They should have been screwed in. What a mistake I once upon a time made. Which we can now solve. This side's pretty straight. Let's try and get this one off. All right. Now, as sunny as it looks, it's going to say there's a shower later, so I don't want to put any more paint on bits and pieces in case that ruins it. What is currently being painted should be dry enough if we get a shower. So now I need to mix up a natural weed killer for the terrace. I've been burning lots of stuff out, but I also need to try and use a natural one because obviously the water system around here, you don't want that soaking in, and of course the dog, you know, has something safe that in case he licks it or sniffs it. And then try and fix the mower quickly, get a bit of grass cut again before it rains, So hopefully I can get back to this. Starting to feel like we're getting somewhere. So I've been told about a natural weed killer, which is what I'm trying out now, which is vinegar, salt and a little bit of detergent, just a tiny bit. So I thought I'm just going to test a couple of areas while I've got enough time before the big party and see what works better, because this is obviously quite labour intensive, time intensive I say, but this smells like the seaside. It just smells like fish and chips. I wonder how long this is going to smell like this for. Apart from the fact these are old dull blades, this is what a blade is supposed to look like. That's what I had left of one of them. Not much good for cutting grass. Well, that was short-lived fun. Yes, that was a short-lived bit of fun. So that's extremely annoying. I've been waiting for 3 weeks for new mower blades because one of them was broken from a supplier that's literally at the end of my driveway. You'd think having a mower shop at the end of my driveway would be fantastic. 3 weeks, and they went, oh sorry, I can't get them. So it was a week from the other place, and they were great and they're fantastic, and that's where I'm going to go back to next time. I have managed a little bit of the back garden before I decided I was going to start from the front and work my way in, and I'm happy I did. Got a great cut out here, and then nothing. Mower's dead again. Gotta love machinery. So I am in a lucky position, however. I'm going to go and borrow a friend of mine's little tractor with a flail mower. That'll sort it, because he's closer than Billy. I can't steal his mower again. Starting to feel like the world is against me for this. However, there's always a bright side in everything, and that's the best part to look at, especially when you're here. Remember I planted these marigolds. Oh, I can't even remember what they were then. You tell I'm not a gardener. A little while back, I need to deadhead some of these, but look at how these are bushing out. Aren't they wonderful? Oh, a bit too bright out here. I mean, aren't they just... aren't they just beautiful now? Yeah. Oh, well, do you know what? As difficult as this place can be, there's always something pretty to look at. Isn't the garden looking wonderful? Isn't there a small issue here? Oh look, I seem to have not moved the Range Rover to mow this area. Why is that? Well, let me tell you, because it's stuck in reverse. So I've had to turn it off. It won't physically move. It is immobilised here. You cannot change gear. Yes. So, vehicle immobilised. Thankfully, a 2mm drill bit and some knowledge of how they work has just got that out of its stuck location, back around the front. That's going to be helpful. And the weather forecast is looking quite bad, so I don't know whether it's going to be outside, but we are somewhere out here. What do you think? Finished it is not by any means, but starting to come together. What do you think of it then, Lightning? Inspect? Yes? Inspect it. What do you think? That's it, yeah. You carry on inspecting it. Right, so it does look like the weather forecast might be against us. And you know what, I'll tell you what, some machinery problems and vehicle problems are certainly against us. But I never hate having a deadline, because at least you work towards getting some stuff done. And of course, I've got a really big party here later in about a month's time. So hopefully it's all for, even if it's not used this time, we end up inside, it'll be used again this summer. And of course, it's a nice place to go and sit with a coffee in the morning, isn't it? So I think this might still happen. I might still get it done. So thanks so much for watching. Thank you if you're new to the channel and have just subscribed. If you're new and haven't subscribed, click the little button. Thank you for your lovely comments and your kind words of support. Have a bloody fantastic day. Remember, you're wonderful. And I'm going to really go off and paint some more stuff off camera just before it rains. So, see you next time.